All right, let's logging in. Let me share this my Facebook platform while you all are coming in. Always talking about credit and cash flow. So as you all are coming in, make sure you share the broadcast, right? On YouTube, hit the thumbs up for me. Look on YouTube and let me know if it's clear on YouTube. Because sometimes it looks clear. Good evening, good evening, good evening. YouTube, sometimes it looks clear on my end while I'm broadcasting, but after I upload, it looks blurry. So let me adjust this. Hello, Facebook and Periscope. So let me move it back just a little bit so it won't, look blurry. And how does that look? YouTube. All right, so everyone, hello coming in. Hello from Texas. How's everything going, Kenneth, in Texas? I don't think Texas has slowed down. The economy has not slowed down as much in Texas. Or stores and everything. It's clear. Okay, thank you so much, Skin Tight. Thank you so much. So Facebook, do me and YouTube. I'm doing, thank you. Yeah, hit those thumbs up. I'm doing great. Actually, YouTube, I saw that my channel is at 10,100, 10,100 and something subscribers. So I'm really, really happy and excited about that. Let me adjust this camera again. So I've been reading articles. In particular, hello, Raleigh, North Carolina. So I will tell you particular who has slashed the credit card limits, which is that's to be expected with. So hello, beautiful believer. Hello, you all on YouTube. Hit those thumbs up as you all are coming in. YouTube loves that algorithm. So hit the thumbs up for me. Thank you, Kenneth. He said, congratulations, 10,000. Good evening, Mr. Porter. How are you doing? How's everything? You're in Texas also. Texas is picking up, waiting for the governor to address the topic. Yeah, it goes both ways, right? You really have some people concerned about this pandemic and don't want to open the economy. But usually the people that do not want to open the economy are at home receiving paychecks. And so, they're not concerned too much. But then you have people who are not receiving paycheck. They're not receiving unemployment, right? States are filing. Hello, Mona Balls. Stanye, hello, Mr. Lily coming in, my YouTube people. And Facebook people, YouTube, I need you all to hit the thumbs up, smash that thumbs up for me, share this broadcast as well. Facebook, hello, loves the algorithm. And so, yeah, it's twofold. Hold on, give me 1 second. Trying to share this on Facebook, so it won't allow me to share to my personal page. So if you all would share this on Facebook for me. Let me see if I can share. No, why it won't allow me to share my personal page. But anyway, we can roll anyway. So it's twofold. There are some people who said don't open the economy. Thanks for sharing on Facebook. But there are some people who are very healthy. Yeah, you all hit the thumbs up. Hello, everyone. They are very healthy that really wants to get back to work because they're not receiving unemployment. So you all follow me on Facebook and YouTube. You will see that I just made a grocery store run. Thank you so much, Facebook, for the digital love. I made a run at the grocery store, and talking to the meat department, and they're pretty much telling me that, hey, we are making the orders, um, can't get the meat in, right? Can't get the meat in, and this is, which I'm fine with it, because honestly, I need to lose some weight anyway. So, I'll just be on a plant-based diet. But there's a lot of things going on. People are asking or seeking financial advice of what to do. And I'm not giving financial advice, right? I just give financial education, and I'll allow you the opportunity to make your own decisions. So credit cards, cutting limits. Let me read the articles to you. And credit cards, up to point, has been the lifeline, or is the lifeline, for a lot of people who cannot pay their bills because they are either furloughed from their job and not receiving the unemployment. You have a lot of states right now, states that are stating that, hey, we're out of money, right? States saying we might have to file bankruptcy. So this has come from 𝒤𝒾𝓉.com news, article released 2 days ago, April 23rd. Credit cards start offering lower limits amid U.S. outbreak. So major U.S. credit card issuers are starting to record spending limits as this virus pandemic leaves millions of Americans jobless and struggling, right? What states that are filing bankruptcy? Hold on. Jobless and struggling to keep up on loans. Discover is one. 𝒤𝓋𝓒 Financial, hello, just became the largest lender yet to acknowledge it's beginning relining in lines of credit for new customers, right? So this is for new customers. In a filing Wednesday, the firm is also easing off offers to sign up customers, and it expects to take a hit from programs letting existing borrowers skip payments or delay accrued interest. As the number of loans enrolled in these programs increases, our financial results will be adversely impacted in the short term due to foregone interest, Discover says. The defensive moves are both pivotal for companies, where they're giving updates and lowering their credit lines in response to the health epidemic, right? So Discover has enrolled almost 500,000 accounts into its Skip a Payment program. But on Wednesday, it said because the impact of our health epidemic on the lending environment, it might linger long after the outbreak. Now, just know, right, that once these credit cards or even loans inform you that you are you have a discharge, or you don't have to make that payment for 3 or 4 months, most of these will be due in full, right? Someone just left me a statement about the meat factories on my YouTube. It will be due in full, right? And so if you can pay any accounts, right, if you have the money, pay those accounts. Because when I went to the grocery store, one of the things that I heard was that people, and I know this cannot be true, but you never know, that people were using their stimulus checks, right, to purchase big screen televisions and mostly beef and steak. That's what they told me at the grocery store. They said our local Walmart. And I'm going to be honest, I haven't really been in Walmart in a couple of days. But the local Walmart, someone told me people were primarily buying. Yeah, said he heard that too. Spiritual man on Periscope. Big screen televisions, right? And steaks. Hello, everyone coming in YouTube. So let me answer these statements, respond to these statements. Yes, Annie, please hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Annie said, I just received my unemployment today. I filed mine in March 28th. I was waiting patiently. Congratulations, Annie. Congratulations. So March 28th took you approximately a month. Brandon Hicks, I applied for an increase on my Discovery. Yeah, and it got denied. Brandon, do you have a city card? They were getting easy approvals about 3 weeks ago. Nick says states cannot file for bankruptcy as of now. The president will have to make an executive order to do so. That's true, but states are running out of money, right? They're running out of cash. They're saying it may be 8-10 weeks that they have to pay because we are at millions of people that have filed bankruptcy. So they are running low on their budget. Annie, Deb does say that you received the extra 600. Tamika, hello. Hello, Boxing Truth Serums. Tamika, since you have been through my personal credit program, have you also tried business credit? Right? Have you also, Tamika Johnson, apply? I love business credit cards because if you know the right ones, it will not show on your personal credit reports to apply for. And I also have a link in my YouTube videos for that Chase business cards. So let me see. Periscope says the reason why Georgia opened up because too many people filing for unemployment. Right. So it's just like I'm gonna be honest. Look, I have a Band-Aid on my nail. I have so much new growth. I would, if I was a nail tech, hair technician, whatever the case may be, I definitely, right, would do some type of at-home appointments in my house, right? And people long gone really are the days of the brick and mortar businesses, the style businesses for brick and mortar. Everything is at this point is usually from home, delivery from home, Uber Eats, right? Annie said, yes, congratulations, Annie. She has the $600 in addition to whatever her job. Annie, what state are you in? The 600 from the federal for unemployment in addition to what her job is paying as well. Brandon says, remind him, Katrina, it's going to be worse than Katrina. Jesus says, no, they got to be pulling your leg. Okay, Tamika. I have a City Diamond Preferred and about to apply for City Rewards. Yes, City gave me, I had a $5,000 credit limit on our old City card. Really didn't need a credit limit increase. I called, it was about 3 weeks ago. They increased my credit line to $12,000, right? That's City card, and I have 0% interest, right? Good evening, Drake the Don. So let's read the second. And Periscope, give some hearts and swipe right and share this with your followers as well. Do the same, Facebook. So this is from the Points Guy, right? The Points Guy article. Don't be surprised if banks start cutting credit card limits in the coming months. With this health pandemic swiftly pulling the global economy in a tailspin, many are worried about how it will affect their own finances and credit. There have been a few credit card issuers, specifically Chase. They said Chase is pulling back as well. So we do know that Discover and Chase is pulling back. I do have a Chase business card. So hopefully that won't affect me. So far, the overwhelming response is that Chase and other banks haven't gone through a massive credit cutback, but that doesn't matter. That doesn't mean it won't happen in the upcoming months. So right now it's just Chase and Discover that have, but you do know that Chase is the JP Morgan founded Chase, right? And Chase Banks is the pioneer bank. It is above, Bank of America. It is the pioneer of what all other banks will do, right? So usually, okay, Annie is in Texas. Congratulations, Annie. Usually what JP Morgan Chase does, other banks follow, right? Also, on a side note, the Rothschilds in 2017, was it the Rothschild or the hold on, uh, I want to make sure I'm right. Got out of the oil sector, right, in 2017. So, just look at your credit cards. If you have some dump, and I'm just saying that because oil crashed at its lowest at zero, but it is rebounding to about, I think, $17 a barrel right now. But there may be some changes in the oil sector, and you might want to look at silver and gold and mining companies as well. On that point, if you all look at my website, I made some changes myself personally to my website. Now I have the silver stacking, and that's www.fix, mycreditandcash.com on Facebook and Periscope. You all might want to come on my YouTube. I have 41 people in. You all need to hit that thumbs up so I have more people. But on my website, and I also have a technician that's updating my website so that when you all come in, you can just invest in the silver stacking and stocks report, and you can upload it instantaneously. So that may take 2 or 3 days. But for today, this is just what I did with my limited knowledge is I updated my own website, right? So if you stroll all the way down to the bottom of the first page, page 1, you see that it reads my silver stacking and stocks report, right? So the number 5 on my list for the silver stacking and stocks report will bring you a 300% return on your investment. And my top, I have 7 stocks, dividend paying stocks, all related to physical cobalt and silver mining or silver mining, right? And the top 3 stocks on that list, I've updated it today, pays a dividend. The first dividend is at 15.93%. Second dividend is at 12.99%. And the third dividend is at 12.67%. So I kept the cost or the investment very affordable. It's only $10 more to be $35, right? And some people might ask, well, what if I bought the silver stacking report that just had the physical silver in it? Can I get this updated report? You can. Just make sure that you Cash App the additional $10, and I will email that to you. But make sure in your Cash App that you include your email address, right? So that I can know how to email it to you. So Carissa Tally says, how much do you charge for a 6-year-old collection to be removed? They keep updating it, but it's not correct. Everything else is clear. Miss Tally, go to my website, www.fixmycreditandcash.com. I really would have to look at that. Go to that my 4th tab, that's credit book help online. I have to get a credit analysis and really look at your credit report, because honestly, if you have a 6-year-old collection, it is in no way should be hurting your credit score at all, right? We only look at and analyze accounts within the 2-year period, because those are the only things that are calculating in your credit score. A lot of mistakes that a lot of people make is they try to dispute everything, right? Everything that's negative. But in your case, if they update your date of last activity, then that will be updating the account. So I would have to really analyze that collection, see what company is for, and see how it's reporting on all 3 credit reports, because you all do understand you don't just have one credit score or 2, right? Oh, it's not 6 years old. It's 6 different old collections. Okay, do the credit help book online. Follow those instructions. It's on my website, and I put the link in here, and we can look at it. So Midland Funding, Portfolio Recovery, Cavalry, collections that were sold as charge off, usually, I get good results. You're welcome of getting those collections deleted, right? But those are just the top dogs that I'm thinking of right off the top of my head. And of the major collections that I see a lot: Calvary, Midland Fund and Portfolio Recovery. And then sometimes there are medical collections, get people medical debt collectors are sold. And so, yeah, all of those services. So, yeah, if you want the silver stacking and stocks report, right, which also give you mining reports on stocks, then that would be an additional $10 as well. If you have already purchased the silver stacking report, if you have not purchased the silver stacking report, then it's $35 now altogether. It was $25. JH said, I have a collection with USSA that keeps updating. It's only 5 years old. Yeah, USSA, get those off. That's one of the games that the credit agencies play. They updated, dormant accounts, specifically collection accounts. And so you have to look at your date of last activity, right? They will do that even if it's laying dormant. And so, yes, I do get USAA collections off as well, right? Now, this is the thing though. I had a client about 2 weeks ago that had, oh my God, what's the name? I think it's USSA. Let me look it up in my email. And my client kept informing me that, been trying to get this off. Well, what they didn't inform me was that it was a paid collection, and it was paid because it was garnished out of their paycheck. And so at this point, the client is trying to, explain to me that they were a victim of identity theft, but I'm like, if they garnish your paycheck, then how is this an identity theft issue? So once they have garnished your paycheck, that means they have correctly identified you. And let me look. Oh yeah, well, it was not. They have correctly identified you with this account, and your identity was not an issue. So let me know up front everything that's going on, so I can see and analyze what's the best strategy. And it was AAFE's military star. So, if you're not a victim of identity theft, don't say that you are, right? Just be straight up and honest, because there can be other things. The balance can be incorrect. The date of last activity can be wrong. The account number can be reporting incomplete. There are other different angles that are loopholes, right, that can help you get those collections off. So, has the original creditor been paid already when the account is sold to a collection? Not necessarily, because sometimes the original creditor write the account off as a loss, which means they claim it for tax deductions, which they do get a tax write-off for them. Or sometimes when they sell it to debt collectors, they sell it for pennies on the dollar, right? They sell it for pennies on the dollar, and so they still take a loss. So the entire account has not, or the entire balance of what was owed is not fulfilled. And that's what people don't understand. But when it's sold, that does mean they have accepted a loss on the original balance, and they negotiated to sell it at a discounted price. And with that being said, then sometimes the angle is to challenge the balance is showing incorrectly. If it's in those cases, and so I think a lot of people, they just try to get it off credit reports, sometimes collections, but they never look at that. Okay, this means the collection agencies can still pursue me, especially if it hasn't passed the statute of limitations in your state. So what you have to do is not only attack, right? Yeah, attack the collection from reporting on your credit report, but you also have to attack directly the debt collector as well to make sure they can't subpoena you or, in court to garnish you for that collection or to get garnishment on that collection, right? So, okay, I just got, let me clear this. Yeah, Brian Walter, you're absolutely correct. If you have a credit card charge off, there's a lot of things people don't know. You may receive a 1099 in the mail, and it's actually called a 1099 off. A 1099, is it B or C? Cause yeah, it's a 1099B. When you're investing in silver, it's called a 1099C. So you want to know exactly what type of silver to invest in so you won't get taxed when you resell that silver at a higher higher rate of return or your capital gains taxes. So let's say you purchase silver for about $25 an ounce, you resell it at $50 an ounce. You want to make sure that you have the type silver that does not require a 1099C, but your charge off, right? You will get a 1099B in the mail, which means it's income. Is you should report that as additional income. So you want to have a good tax preparer as well, because as I tell people all the time, if a charge off, if a company just write it off as a loss for their taxes, right, then they still can place it on your credit report and send you a 1099B form in the mail, although they may not pursue you or subpoena you for court, right? So be careful as that as well. You need a great tax preparer in combination. How much for your credit score to go up when hard inquiries fall off? It depends on how many hard inquiries you have and how what your credit score is at the point. If you're in the high 700s over the 720s or 750s, then it may help you by 2 points, right? But if you're in the 680 or below, it might help you from 3 to 5 points. So the higher your score, the lower the points for each inquiry, right? 2 points on average, but the lower the score, then the higher your point spread is, from 3 to 5 points. So on average, it's anywhere from 2 to 5 points once those hard inquiries file out. But the good thing about hard inquiries is that you need to keep 5 or less showing on your credit report in order to get approvals in the future, right? Because it's the 524 rule, right? You have the 524 rule that many credit cards use. And also sometimes when you're purchasing a house, they want to look at that you haven't had those inquiries, more than 6 inquiries in the last 6 months. So what 524 mean is no more than 5 inquiries on all 3 credit reports, right? TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian within a 2-year time period. You want to keep that at 5 or less, right? You want to keep that at 5 or less. So Roy Lewis just purchased a silver stacking report. So back on the second topic, it's been floating around on social media. What's better, right? What's better, a credit or cash, right? And some people saying cash is still king. And, it's so many different perspectives. And I went through all of my YouTube comments today, those that I did not, or I have not had the opportunity to reply to. And someone made a statement, said, this is so overwhelming. Could you just make a video on, or have a private class on where to start? And I am gradually working on doing things like improving my website, that when you purchase the silver stacking report, that you can upload it for yourself. Things for time, also for time convenience for me, right? and I'm getting more systematic in my services and approach. And another thing is with the home-based business, right? With the home-based business, because I know um, when people are doing business with you or partnership with you, they really think on terms of just themselves, right? Meaning that they think that they are the only person on that day that wants a phone conversation with you. So I just want you to imagine waking up on any given day and you have 20 people that's requesting a phone conversation. And for me, that's a small scale. And I can't give that time and attention to everybody. I can't, because I'm gonna be honest with you all. Most of the people that I do give a phone consultation to, I tell them 5 minutes. 1 out of 10 people will actually pursue any type of services anyway. So when I look at it from a perspective of, is this a good return on my investment? Often it's not. Often the people that just go on my live streams, follow me, read the instructions on my website, and really want to change their financial situations do not ask for a phone consultation. But what I did for the home-based business opportunity to work from home, if you need extra cash flow, is I have my automated responder set up. And check this out. You will talk to a millionaire directly who's in the business, and I did say millionaire, directly about the home-based business. So you won't from this point forward, you will get that phone consultation. Just know it's from my mentor, because I had a conversation with him yesterday, and I told him, look, I am overwhelmed. I would love to be able to talk to people by phone, but I have more than one service, right? And I have to get to my paid clients first. I have to get to my paid clients first. And on any given day, depends on the condition of the client's credit that I'm working on. I may can get one client's credit uh, affidavits ready to mail out that day. I may can get 2 or 3 clients, but all of that takes mental stress. It takes a focus, and it takes me not being by my phone to accept random phone calls. And so he agreed that anyone goes to the website for the home-based business opportunity, he will personally provide his number, right? So you can ask him questions concerning that business. So I'm making moves, right, to improve the customer service department and to get you all the answers you need. And this is why, but let me answer some of these questions. Do you recommend deferring house payments? I do not, because all of it is going to, like some people have 3 months deferment, it's going to be due July, all in one lump sum for most people. Or they may ask you, you may tell them, well, look, can I get a loan modification? I don't have all payments right now in July. And then they may have to do a credit check for that to add it to the back end. And if your credit, but this is what you don't know too, with that loan modification, with your credit, if you have not made the payments in 3 months or deferred payments, it's going to show as late payment, but it's also going to have a note natural disaster, which is still going to be a negative mark on your credit report, right? So it's still going to affect your credit report. So if you can make those house payments, please do. Tamika, do I think Navy Federal will eventually follow suit with Chase? No. And Tamika, that's a great question. Navy Federal and Penn Fed are credit unions. They do not follow suit to banks, right? So if you have a family member right now or someone, right, that you can get a Navy Fed, Penn Fed, or credit union account, please do. I do not think they will lower their credit union. Just be faithful to them, right? Be loyal. Those are accounts you don't want to mess up if you don't have to, because they can definitely be your lifeline during these times. You do not want to cut that off. They do not follow suits with bank. banks actually, they really, really do thrive better at lending and credit cards during recession. Um, how do I have an information again? Business line of credit, accessible cash for a 1 year old business. I would have to look at your credit report, Ghana, about business line of credit. I do recommend starting with business credit cards if it's a 1 year old business. And let me see if I can find that link. Let me see if I can find that link because it'll be much easier to get a business credit card, right, than a business line of credit. So this might be too long. Hold on. I'm looking up my email now. But I know it's when I download, and the reason why I used to, let me see, can I find it? No, 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 no. That's not it. When I upload this video, it'll be in there. You'll see the Chase Business Inc. referral link. And if you use that link, but I will have to look at your credit report first because some of the requirements for business credit is at the time of this recording, right, is to ensure that you have, hold on for a minute. You have less than 5 inquiries on all 3 credit reports, TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. That usually they match your credit, your highest credit limit card on there. So you want to make sure that your, for example, you have a $10,000 credit card or a $15,000, et cetera, they will look at your personal credit card and usually match that credit limit. So you want to make sure that your personal credit cards, right, are at 30% less in the balance. And when I upload this video, you can go back and look at that referral link. And that, so you don't want high balance on your personal credit cards. You want them good payment history. And usually you can get referred for that Chase Business Inc. And if you use my referral link, I will give you access and tell you what's the best way to complete that application for the Chase Business Card. And I will know if you use the referral link in order for your higher rate of approval. But when I do know I have it uploaded when I upload this video. So go back once we end this live stream and you will find it in that description. Mr. Mentor, thank you so much for the $20 super chat. He says, Queen, you're on top of your game. I appreciate you and all the juice you bring to us. I appreciate you all as well, because I'm going to be honest, when I have days where I'm just tired and exhausted, this is therapy for me, right? This is really getting on, talking to you all, giving, our information is really, it's a therapeutic downtime for me, because as someone stated, and let me see, can I find it? So Mr. Mentor, thank you so much. The Chase card Periscope will do a hard inquiry on your credit report, but this is the jewel about that. It will not show on your personal credit. I have a $25,000 Chase Business Inc. card and nothing shows on my personal credit. So I much prefer using that versus my personal credit cards, because it doesn't affect my personal credit score. But someone said that, when you're doing financial education or credit, it is a mental stressful game. And I really need my phone, not for random phone calls during the day, but I need that to focus on my clients and their credit report. Because I'm going to be honest, people need credit right now just to survive. And I am within a 24, 48 time period getting that done. You can ask any of my recent clients, and it's not easy. It's not easy at all, because some days I may have 10 people, right? And I have to burn the midnight oil. And so it's not easy, but I know what times we are in. And I know, and that you're not going to get that with any credit repair business. You're not going to get that with any do-it-yourself program right now, because they're first going to take you through the classes that you may have once a week, or however the classes are set up, and you got to learn all the, I guess, information they want you to learn about credit repair. And some people don't have 2 to 3 months to go through a class to try to fix it themselves because of where we are right now in the economy. They have to get this done, and you definitely not going to enroll with a month-to-month credit program and get a 24, 48 hours turnaround, right? And so, it might be a week before they do anything, or maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. I haven't dealt with Lexington Law in years, before they even mail anything on your behalf. So that's where I am right now. But, I have to take my breaks in order to keep that up, which includes my mental breaks and includes my phone conversation and going live. So if you have the home-based business, you can go to my website. My mentor is Brian Bean. We're going to do a video together. Maybe I'm getting his schedule. And I'm also going to do a short video for people who have enrolled and need to know what beginning steps to make. But because we were doing a marathon, right, people were just signing up because we had a stimulus special, or the company had a stimulus special. And so many people signed up. And at this point, I'm just asking people, because there are so many trainings in our private Facebook group that, hey, I cleared out about 15 Facebook friends just to make room for my business partner with the home-based business. And I gave simple instructions: send me an email, right? Send me a screenshot of your Facebook, because I'm not accepting just people that send me a friends request. I have enough friends right now to be maxed out on Facebook requests, but I'm only saving that space for my business partners so that I can accept your friend request and add you to the private Facebook group, so you can get the many, many training videos that we already have. And some people have not done that, right? Yeah, okay, it was Cherie said, I agree, this finance information is overwhelming. Yeah, why do they not teach this in school? Finance is practical, right, to everyday living. They don't teach you in school. They don't teach you about credit. They don't teach you about taxes. I saw Mr. Will Roundtree that was giving a webinar on how to read your credit report for like $99. That was a webinar class just to know how to read your credit report. And so a lot of times when people get their results back in the mail or through, I had to make a video recently, and I uploaded this on my YouTube, on just how to be able to pull up your results on Experian online. I did that with my own person because there were so many people, and I would tell them, look, with Experian, stop waiting to get something in the mail. You can get your updates of the disputes online. But then I realized I have to make a video because, people don't know how to work that website. And a lot of people don't know how to read their credit reports. And that's not a bad thing. I work in education. There are people with doctor's degrees, specialist degrees, that would tell me, Deloach, I don't know what this means. I can't read this credit report. So it's not easy because, again, it's not taught in school, and that is done by design. So, Mr. Mentor, thank you again for that $20 super chat on YouTube. Brian said credit unions are not for profit banks, or not for profits, right? Banks are for profits. So true, Brian. Don't ever mess with Navy Federal. JH said, you may need loans anywhere else, but keep it in good. Let me see. Mr. 5G says, good to have credit and cash, but if you don't have a good credit, you will need about 50,000 cash money to really make something shake. You know what? Let me show you all this. And that's a good note, Mr. 5G. Let you all listen to this. And you all let me know if you can listen well. Because there's so many people, right? Okay, the Credit Millennial says business credit cards have also gotten harder for approval because of our national crisis. Wow. I want you all to listen to this. I bought this. You wouldn't believe I bought this at a discount, a CD at a discount. You know, all of my vehicles are paid for, but as two of them still have CD player. And and that's fine. They run well, take me anywhere I need to go. And I want you all to listen to this clip that I'm going to play by Mr. Steve Harvey from his book, Jump. I'm going to play it and let me know if the sound is good so you all can listen. And I'm going to let you all listen to what he has to say about credit and his experience with bad credit, right? USA is a bank, not a credit union like, okay, Penn Fed or Navy Federal, okay. Stay away for Capital One business credit card. Yes, so true. They report to your personal business report. All right, yeah, Jana says she will check out the link. Knowledge is power. Stop sleeping. Thank you so much, Mr. Mentor. John Nixon says you're gonna have a lot of I told you so after July. John, let me tell you, after July, I'm probably gonna be so overwhelmed with credit. That's why I told people I had to set up a system for the home-based business and I'm going to share that with you all too, because people are enrolling and I understand they need that mentor to get started, but people need cash flow. And that's why I say cash flow is king in this economy. YouTube, I need you all to hit that thumbs up. Cash flow is king. Nadia B says 24 turnaround is the truth. Yeah, Nadia, I just seen her screenshots. I work hard for my credit clients. People, I work hard for my credit clients. That's the truth. Annie Taylor, I have problems for my credit accounts. I am in dispute and they came back. They all came back. Account information disputed by consumer. Now you're frustrated. Annie, oh my God, if I told you how many credit reports that people that when they get frustrated of trying to do it themselves or read a book or Google or take a course, and I look when they get to me, it makes that statement, customer disagrees, have been disputed. It makes my job so much more difficult because the other account I told you about earlier, that client had disputed itself. So now I have to I have to fix the wrong that people that try to do it themselves. And I don't knock it, but it makes the process a lot longer. So instead of getting it did that first 30 days, now you might have to wait 60 days because it's some stuff I got to fix that you messed up when, you tried to do it yourself, right? 800 credit score has more purchasing power than $100,000. So let's talk about that, Credit Millennial. Mr. Mentor says, I'm with Navy Fed and I use them for most of my needs. My other credit cards, I just use them for leverage. That's great. I have a $15,000 credit card from Navy Federal. How long should I wait till I switch my Capital One car loan? Now, Navy Federal just had an announcement that they were doing a 0% balance transfer. What is this, April? Yeah, you forget what month it is and what day of the week is it, right? Everything seems like it's all the same thing. I think that was last month. So I will call Navy Federal and see if they still have that 0% balance transfer boxing true offer. Penn Fed just sent me an email as well that they have a 0% balance transfer. They may even refinance your car loan. The mentor system, what mentor system? Navy Fed may even refinance your car loan. Someone on Periscope asked, when is the mentor system live? All right, so let's listen to this clip from Jump, right? from Steve Harvey. You're talking about credit for the home-based business. It's live now. You should be able to go to my website, but let me see, can I find it? It's not a short link. I think I had a bit.ly link that I can share. So as I play this this clip from the Steve Harvey book Jump, then I will put this link in for the home. It's live now. You get that one-on-one mentorship that you need from my Mentor Millionaire once you enroll with me in the home-based business. And you still get me as well, because you never know. You might have to come back to me for the credit services if your credit is not moving as quickly, or expediting as quick as you would like it to be. So let me play this clip, and I'll put the link in as I'm doing this. Let me know if you all can hear. I can move the speakers.
My mortgage would be $2,500. I knew that I could hustle that on the road. My agent, Fred Whitehead, didn't think it was possible for me to get that kind of money. Didn't think it was. ABC in the board isn't in the top. However, it was the highest rated show to be canceled in ABC history. For instance, they were willing to.
All right, let me move it back.
Her mouths hanging open. I told the show people that she was my acting coach, and they offered to pay for my lessons. They were willing to do anything. Chip formally became my acting coach the next day. She was even on the set coaching me. By the time we shot the pilot, I could act a little bit and had developed levels. After about 2 weeks, she said, "You don't need me no more. I ain't never seen anybody get it like this. Just be yourself." After a pretty successful run, the network canceled Me and the Boys. It was the highest rated show to be canceled in ABC history. However, Matt Williams was the creator of Home Improvement, the #1 show that season. And in his contract, it was stated that if he finished the season in the top 10, he could take the time slot following his show, which was mine. Me and the Boys finished number 21. ABC then offered me a $75,000 signing bonus to do a new show. I wouldn't sign it. I needed $300,000. I wanted to buy a house, and I wanted $1 million. Because I didn't have good credit, the only way I could get the house was to put down $300,000. My mortgage would...
All right, so I'm going to pause there. This is Steve Harvey from the book Jump. He said they offer him a $75,000 signing bonus. It was a house he wanted. And I listened to this several times because I said, well, he's making that much money. Then maybe he just didn't have credit, because when you make that much money, right, you can pay for it, getting your credit repaired. But then I listened again. I said, no, he said he didn't have good credit. He didn't say he didn't have credit. So let me move it back some.
I wanted to buy a house, and I wanted $1 million because I didn't have good credit.
All right. He wanted to buy a house. He wanted $1 million because he didn't have good credit, right?
The only way I could get the house was to put down $300,000.
The only way he can get the house, because he didn't have good credit, is to put down $300,000, right? So
my mortgage would be $2,500.
Now listen to this. He wanted $1 million house. He did not have good credit. So in order to get the house, cash wasn't a problem for him. If I would have played it back earlier, he was talking about the show Me and the Boys, and he was not good at acting, and he was a bad actor, and he got a credit coach. He got a credit coach. He was getting paid every Thursday $50,000 a week. So his cash flow or cash was not a problem. But because he didn't have good credit, right, he had to put $300,000 down on the $1 million home that he wanted. But it still was only $2,500 a month, right? But let me tell you this. If this millionaire It's talking about he got his credit check for $1 million house. You can't convince me that anybody on YouTube that's saying they bought their home cash at some point, wherever they were living before that, they didn't start with credit. And they may not wanted $1 million house like Steve Harvey, right? But if $1 million house still looks at your credit score, you can't make me believe that $1,000 house doesn't do that as well, whether you have the cash flow or cash reserves or not. It's just no way. So let me finish.
I knew that I could hustle that on the road. My agent, Fred Whitehead, didn't think it was possible for me to get that kind of money. He said the largest bonus was given to Don Johnson, and that was $400,000. Why would they give me $300,000? Because I'm going to ask, was my response. I went to the office of the chairman, Ted Harvard. He's the one who had put me on Me and the Boys. His assistant said that he was not there and that he couldn't see me. I told her, I'll wait. I stayed at ABC walking in the hallways waiting. Finally, I saw Ted in the hallway. Hello, Steve, what's going on? What are you doing here? I'm here to talk to you. I know you're trying to give me a $75,000 signing bonus, but I can't take that. Well, why not, Steve? Because I need $300,000. Whoa! Look, man, I had a hit show and you took me off of TV. If I don't get nothing else out of this deal, I need a house.
He needed $300,000 down payment because his credit was bad. Now, why he just didn't invest in credit or whatever, maybe because he knew he can get the cash and he didn't worry about it. But he still didn't tie up all his cash into the house. So instead of a $75,000 signing bonus, he asked for $300,000 because his credit wasn't good enough. But check this out. I believe he still got that credit fixed or repaired or restored because the house note was only $2,500 a month. So if millionaires are using credit, let me finish.
Are you kidding me? Where's your agent? He doesn't think I should ask for it. Who's your agent? Fred Whitehead? So you're in here negotiating your own deal? Yeah, he don't get it. I don't need him anyway. I need you. Come back tomorrow at 4 p.m. The next day, he handed me a check for $300,000.
Okay, so he got the $300,000 check, but he didn't put all of that, and he had a way to get it, right? He had a strategy. Because of his bad credit, he had to put that amount down on the $1 million house he wanted. Now, I'm not saying this. Steve Harvey said it. You heard it, right? I'm not making this up. He said because of his bad credit, right? So you can't convince me that someone on YouTube who's a thousandaire are telling me they so free from credit when millionaires are not even free from it. You can't convince me, right? So, yeah, let me Fred have low rates, great information. You know why they are so against credit though? Because most people, just like their stimulus checks, use credit to buy things. People did not even take their stimulus checks to buy essential items. They went out and bought it to buy TVs and steaks. And there are some people with low credit scores right now buying used vehicles and getting financed at 18% with nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. The economy is pretty much limited. You can't even travel out of state to another state. You can't take a vacation. Let me tell you all something. When this hit in full and you haven't done what you're supposed to do to position yourself for the biggest wealth transfer that this generation will ever experience, it is only your fault. I don't mean any harm. I know you all, let's call it tough love. Because why is it your fault? You didn't get to spend your money on spring break, right? You didn't get the opportunity to spend that money in spring break. You can't go to the casinos. I know some people are doing online casinos, but for the most part, you can't travel and go to a casino. You cannot spend your money in church if your church is not doing any service right now, where you used to give, maybe your tithes and offering 10%. That 10% now can come back to you and your household. You can't just, so you don't have the casinos, you don't have the churches, you don't have traveling. So if you don't invest in yourself, if you don't make your house a business right now, if you don't make your house a corporation, we have, let me see, how many Americans unemployed? The only thing you can really spend your money on right now is groceries and the liquor store, right? Those are the only things that are open that you should. It's saying California will soon have to borrow. Wow, unemployment benefits. This is coming from the San Francisco Chronicles. The U.S. weekly jobless claims hits 4.4 million, bringing a 5-week total to 26 million people filing unemployment. The only places you have to go now is to the grocery stores. If you're still commuting for your job, and gas prices are super cheap. So why aren't you taking this time to bring more cash flow into your household and making your house a business or a corporation? Now, back to the person that asked me on YouTube. For 3 years, yes, Curtis, I've been telling them to open them a business. And fixing credit is down to the future. And some people would still ask me, well, should I do this business idea right now of doing an LLC? Let me tell you something. If you don't have a system right now is not the time for you to build your ark or your boat in the storm, right? Curtis said some people bought Jordans. I hope not. I hope they didn't do that. Now is not the time to guess if you have a recession-proof business. Now is not the time if you have never been a business owner to do it without a mentor. And I'm telling you, with signing up in the home-based business, you will get access to a millionaire private Facebook group, access to a millionaire on the phone, right? On the phone, he's making himself available because I told him I am overwhelmed. I'm going to be honest with you. Roy, don't get on the crab legs now because I just bought me some crab legs. I have worked harder. Antonio said he's bought into MWR. Great, Antonio. And I think I added you to the private group. Yeah, I did. Or I sent you an invite to add. So they buying up the liquor too. You all need to look at liquor stocks, alcohol stocks, silver mining stocks. Look, and I'm gonna tell you that silver stock report, those dividend payouts, 15, 12%, that's real in real life, So that's a great investment for you. And to make your campaign collection rise credit. Well, twin Detroit, some people would suggest that if a paid collection is still going to show as a collection on your credit report, and if you know the right loopholes and strategies, then why pay it? When you can get it deleted off your credit report, and if you know the validation rules and guidelines, you can also make that debt collector show that they have the legal rights to collect from you and purchasing the debt. And if they don't have the legal rights, then you legally will not owe the debt and they cannot pursue you for court. So those are services I offer as well, but I'm not really doing a lot of debt collectors at this time. unless they are, real big debt collectors like medical debts that's trying to get people tens of thousands of dollars. But it's just I've gotten so, but I am updating my website, so I'm doing things to make me more accessible because most people would pretty much would say, hey, this is a debt collector. How much is it to get your consultation service for validation? I have gotten people out of thousands of dollars from debt validation, and it never was pursued again. Periscope on my website, the Silver Stacking Report, stroll all the way down. It's $35, small investment to the bottom of the page, and you'll see that information on there. Campaign and what's going on with 401k thing. I woke up to mine being 200 something thousand, and my coworkers has 126 million. And his, I'm like, Roy, what are you in? What's your 401k business connected with? To ask you how to invite people to business like you did me with the VIP. Antonio, have you signed up any more financial directors and end up making wealth real? Do you have to any more people that sign up that you need to add them to the group? Is that what you're saying? Because I'll message you if that's what you're saying on Facebook. But pretty much when you see the extra digit private group, you'll see the blue invite button, and if they have to be a friend, right, on your friend list, they have to be your Facebook friend, and then you add them to the group. Just search for their name if that's what you're asking. Fixing credit makes more flexible to buy stocks and other assets. Thank you, Twin Detroit, loving your channel. Roy, you still didn't tell me what business are those public stocks? Or is that with the oil sector or some other private thing? So let's talk about this while Roy types in the answer to that. So you all do know that I coach as well, right? I coach basketball. So I'm always talking about offense and defense, right? And the very first things the 4K want my job. Roy asked them, Malisha, are you in a private Facebook group with me? And listen, if you're with making wealth real, you don't just have to get people who want to be financial directors. You may just get people who just want the month-to-month credit services or the money max services or the equity max services. And they can do that for $80. And this is the only home-based business that I know of that you do not have to have a monthly fee. See, I just came out of a business. It didn't matter how many people I signed up. I could never get out of the monthly fee for the membership. With MWR, if you just got 7 customers, right, then you could get out of the monthly fee with 7 customers. So you can build a business with just customers or people that's interested in being financial directors as well. So if you know anyone, and she's not on here now, but she's usually on my YouTube, and she goes by Speedy Clippers on my YouTube. She has a different name on Facebook. This is what she did. She enrolled with me first as a client for personal credit, right? She got her personal, I got her personal credit negatives deleted. Her credit score, I did the screenshot on YouTube and Facebook, was a 740, right? So now, yes, $80 a month for customers. So now she's joined Making Wealth Real. And I said, leverage your credit score. Show people I have a 740 credit score, even though I did her credit work, but it doesn't matter because she's my client and she's my business partner now through Making Wealth Real. And say, hey, I got my credit score improved. I'm in the 740 club. I can help you do the same. Right? However, you want to post it, you want to share with friends. Let me tell you, it's going to be so many people when the FICO 10 hits that's credit. We're going to experience a credit crisis as well. So yes, you get them. It's $80 a customer. And check this out. you get half, 50%. So $80 customer, that's $40 payout to you for every customer. Once you get to the 7th customer, right, and they paying on the monthly basis for their customer membership services, whether they want to increase their W-4 to get more money out of their paycheck, for the tax deductions. Everybody can use a paycheck pay raise if they still have a job in this recession. Everybody's trying to keep more of the money that they're making. And then if they don't have credit issues, some of them may, but if they don't, now they need a debt elimination plan. But most people want the 2 services of the money max, because you can only get more money out of your paycheck through the home-based business model. Or they want the credit max. More than likely they'll want both. So Antonio said, I was trying to explain the business to them so they can join your team. Antonio, I'll send you a message. And if you have someone that wants to join your team, right, do a 3-way call with my mentor. Let them know. You have to text him first to see his hours of availability. His time slot for that is usually like 5 minutes, because, people that make money are really busy, right? You have to value their time. And just get my mentor. So if you have anybody that say, hey, I have someone that's interested in the business concept, I don't know how to explain it to them, send me a text. If you should have my phone number. If not, send me an email or message me on Facebook. And then I will get Brian and let him know, look, I have my business partner. They need to do a 3-way call. They have someone interested in the business. They're not comfortable explaining it. And so will you do a quick 3-way call with you? And he will agree. Malisha, are you my friend on Facebook? Let me put this in there. And that's why I tell people that, as John D. Rockefeller said, I would rather earn 1% off the efforts of 100 people than 100% of the effort of my own. So Malisha, that's my email address. And this is where leverage comes from in a home-based business. I told Brian I'm time poor because I'm time poor, right? Because I'm doing my own business. Credit repair is jumping off the chain. And you know what? He's a better salesman than I am anyway. I can tell you, because when a millionaire talks to people, it's definitely different than me. So you have someone that's more creditable to help you build your business. Lee says, Antonio, I went through the same thing. When you sign up with MWR, you will be prompted on your profile page to create a page. It will say makingwealthreal.com with your page ID. And also when you sign up with MWR, they have, let me see, can I log in? They have in your back office, and I'll do a training on this tomorrow. I'll show that you have a landing page. I'm not sure if I'll be able to sign in because I forgot. I forgot my password. I do apologize. Let me try this one. Just so I can look at my back office while I explain this to you all. But you have, and I wish I can show you this, but I am going to make a video and upload it. You have a tab once you line in, and I am a senior director in the MWR. I didn't know. I've been so busy. Senior director. I also have a balance in here I haven't pulled out. But if you look, when you log in, you go to dashboard, you see 3 tabs to your left. It says my services, my website, my capture page. Thank you so much, Malisha. The capture page, Lord, I didn't know I had a balance in there. And they pay you every week. Yeah, I get alerts every week. Hey, we just deposit this. I'm telling you, that residual. Let me tell you, when I get that notification every week from MWR, it's different, right? Thank you so much, Nadia. Then with credit, because I have so much leverage. But I'm going to help you all. I'm going to help you. I'm going to train you. And I have a millionaire that's going to be at your disposal if you sign up under me. And I'm going to answer your messages and email as quick and prompt as I can. But you'll see, it says my services, my website, my capture page. Share the capture page with people, right? That link, so they can at least watch a video themselves and get an understanding. Then your next tab you want to go to is marketing. So you can understand, they have a business presentation there. They have a plan of action, your financial plan of action. But the first thing you need, and they also have the compensation plan, all in PDF formats. So I'm gonna do a live on this tomorrow. How about that, you all? I'm gonna do that tomorrow. And then I'm gonna show you all my page and my back office. And I have to email everybody that's in my team because I'm going to share a short training video and let them know, hey, I want you all to watch this video, and this is what you have access to with me, Mr. Brian Bean, and he and I will do a video together. So when you all see the name Brian Bean, tune in, right? Tune in, join in. You're going to hear from a millionaire himself, mentor to millions, right out of Georgia, right out of Georgia. So I promise you, I'm going to help you be successful. Now, back to my coaching point that I was making is, but send me a friend request on Facebook too, because there's so many training videos in there as well. Jesus, all right, so you know Brian Bean. So when you all see Brian Bean, and I am so blessed. I think some of you may not have heard my story, but when Brian and I go live, I'm going to tell you my story and why I got into network marketing first. Twin, I put the website in the link as well. You don't have to know. For my personal credit repair services, no. You can just go to Antonio. He's your Facebook friend. Okay. Mr. Nixon just sent me an email saying he needs to get in the private group. Okay, I'll do all that. It look like it's gonna be. I introduced you to him. So look like I'm gonna have another long night tonight too. So let me take a sip. Let me look. Brian told me he put his number in my website. Let me see. Let me look. He told me he changed my autoresponder and to give his information in there. And let me see how to. It's not allowing me to log on anymore. My services. He told me he changed that autoresponder. I know there's a way that you can request a call back. So he told me he put all his information in my autoresponder so that you all can contact him. So go to the website and see. Let me see. I don't have any new messages at this time. My account. Request a call back and see if he actually put that in the. But you do get 3 people and it's free. You do get 3 people and it's free. So you have people that want to be the financial director. It's 3 and it's free, or it's 7 customers and it's free, right? So I don't know how to. He did my auto. I don't see it right now. But let me break this down, and let me get to work, because I had some people, even as I'm live, to get the silver stacking report, and some people I need to add to the private Facebook group. Is Brian number on the webs? He told me put in my autoresponder, so you can request a call back and let me know and if it shows up. So your credit is over 700. I would have to see, because it's different reasons why people don't have, you have a secure credit card. It's different reasons why people can or cannot, even with a high credit score. Yes, email me. Even with a high credit score, it's different reasons why people, you might have too many inquiries. You definitely need to get a solid credit card that's not secured with a higher credit limit, right? Discover, well, not Discover now because they cutting credit limits. So Chase Freedom might be a good beginning card for you to use. Bank of America, Citi Card, right? Try Citi Card, because Bank of America was stating that they may cut credit limits as well. But money is a defense, Ecclesiastes 7:12. Money is also an offense. So these were some stocks we was looking at. I have to look at MRNA, see how that's doing. All the stocks on my silver stacking report are dividend paying. But, right, I tell people all the time, when I coach basketball, I just don't coach to one skill set. I have fundamentals every day in my practices, but I also do some advanced things for my girls that may have their fundamentals down pat, right? Because why would I continue to do fundamentals when I may have a group of girls that need to go to another level? Now, right, I'm coaching down. So sometimes you have to coach down and coach up. Okay, great news. Business Insider, Facebook says you can check your credit reports. That annualcreditreport.com for free, every week for free. But checking your credit report may not, if on annualcreditreport.com may not always show your scores though, right? So back to this. I tell my girls all the time that defense win championships, right? Offense win games. Let me say it again. Defense will win championships, right? But offense win games. So the very first thing you need, now I won't say you need, let me give you a financial education, because when I say you need, I'm giving financial advice. According to financial education, in order to be richer in any recession or just financially freer in life, you have to keep or put a defense up, right? More of the money that you're making. That's rule number one. This is fundamental number one. You have to keep more of the money that you make. And you have to do that through your W-4. So you have to change your social security number into a corporation, right? Or a business in which you have an EIN number. Now, with MWR, you don't need an EIN number. Once you become a financial director, you get you're under the umbrella, you get the same tax benefits, the same tax write-off as someone that has a McDonald's franchise, right? Any other franchise business, because now you are under the umbrella of that company or under MWR. For your house, not a portable brick and mortar business, right? The utilities in your homes, the square footage, all of that's tax deductible. So that's the very first thing you need to do when you get in is look at your money max. How can I increase my paycheck? When you increase your paycheck, you'll increase your cash flow. Because in that clip by Steve Harvey and Jump, you understand that cash flow is not always king, right? I mean, cash is not always king, but cash flow is. And this is the problem. A third of people's paycheck is being taken into taxes. So when the rich and wealthy protect more of the money they make, they're protecting a third of this. Now you have to have other opportunities to get more money through residual income or passive income. See, the rich and wealthy do not work for money. They leverage their money and they leverage their credit. Let me say that again. They leverage credit, they leverage the efforts of other people, and they leverage residual income. So if you are only making money for earned income, you will work every day for the rest of your life. You got to start having cash flow. So this is where you have a recession-proof business. You are investing, right? So the very first thing you need to do is take advantage of the money max. Then credit max if your credit is not up to par. So this is how you defense your money that people don't know. You got to make more money and you got to keep more of the money you make. Then you get to the offensive part of the silver, because it's under $25 an ounce. Then you get to the crypto. Then you get to the stocks, the dividend stocks. This is your offensive game plan. This is your offensive game plan. But if you haven't taken care of the defense, you may, like I said, defense win championships, offense win games. You got to protect more of the money you make, and you have to put yourself in a position where you can get more cash flow, passive income from a business, leveraging other people and not just the efforts of your own. So, hey, I'm signing out right now. That's it. Just, want to bring that to you all. I'll probably see you all live again tomorrow. So let me get my work in, and I'll probably go ahead and make that video, for MWR, and if you are enrolled. So if you're with me, send me a friend request. Let me put my link in on YouTube, my Facebook link. This is only for the people with MWR. Please do not send me a friend request if you're not my business partner, because I had to delete so many people, and then I have so many people who have pending friend requests already, right? And I have not accepted their friend request because I have to keep that for my business partners, right? So, hey, if you're watching this at the end, watch this at the beginning where you hear Steve Harvey, how he had to get more cash because of his bad credit. And again, if millionaires are using credit, then, I think you should take that in recession. It really can help you recession ready. Get with some good credit unions, paying Fed, and get you a cash flowing recession business, right? It's a very small investment for a lot of people without enrolling anybody. Get their return on investment through the first step of taking advantage of money max. So before you talk to somebody about the business, be a product of the business first. Don't try to sell people something on something that you haven't sold yourself on. You haven't sold yourself on. So don't do that. You have to be a product of the business. That's how the law of attraction works. If you're not working the business, if you're not in the training calls, because everybody get an email, MWR training call tonight. You just can't expect a millionaire to sell for you if you're not in a training call, right? If you're not on the online calls, and you have to increase your knowledge as well. Because if you can't explain the business, you have to invest your time and get in the training services, right, that's offered. You have to invest your time and calling in when you get those emails, learning more, and you have to be a product first. It's how the law of attraction works. If you're not working a business, if you haven't been through the steps, it's going to be hard, according to the law of attraction, to get other people to sign under you as well, right? All right, Boston True said he'd be joining soon. My credit repair is specialized. I tell people it's like a fingerprint. No one has the same credit report, so I don't charge the same consultant prices. So you have to get a credit analysis consultant. Go to my website, www.𝒞𝓄fixmycreditandcash.com. Small investment of $75 at Credit Book Help Online. All right, I'm signing off. Queen of Credit. Here's to your peace and prosperity, your health and your wealth, and your credit and your cash flow.